Hi there, welcome to the Nomadic Owl Oracle. This is going to be for the month of February 2019 for the zodiac sign of Pisces. This is a general read and it can apply to during the month, prior to the month, or after the month. It is based on energy. It is not based on any sexes or any specific person. Again, it is a general reading, so it's not going to be specific. If you would like a personalized reading, please feel free to contact me so we can get one set up for you. But keep in mind that since this is general, it's not going to resonate with everybody. You will know if it resonates with you once you start listening. If it doesn't, please feel free to check your sun, moon, and rising signs. You can find out what those are on Google or on Cafe Astrology. I do want to let you know also that there are times that I cuss in the reading. I am not going to completely monitor myself. I want to be able to feel comfortable and free to express what I'm being provided at that time. The first thing that I do in my readings, guys, is I give you my intuitive take into the cards, and then from there, I read from the book what the actual meaning is to give you the most thorough reading that I possibly can. Another thing that I want you to keep in mind is that I do pre-shuffle the cards and I sit with them and pray and meditate for a moment prior to me doing the reading, just to make sure that I have the most information I possibly can for each reading. I am new to this. This is my second month to do this, so please bear with me as this is something I haven't done prior to this. So guys, for the general overall that you have for the month, the first card that you have is La Serena. And this card is talking about living in the past, remembering memories and thinking everything was wonderful back then, and just focused on things that you experienced in the past, maybe with people, places, situations, things like that. And you're kind of glorifying that in a way that it's unhealthy. Sometimes we have a way when we look back on memories, we might put on rose-colored glasses to portray it, when in actuality, it wasn't in that way at all. So that's what it's saying, is that possibly at this time, that's what you're doing, is seeing things for a distorted point of view, not for actually what they were, because it's a memory that you want to have for a good thing. You want to remember it good. You don't want to remember the bad. The next card that you have after that is called Acromboldo Mermaid. However, she was in the reverse, guys. So I just wanted you to be able to see it. So this card talks about you have gifts, you have abilities and things like that, possibly that you're not using right now that you need to use. Once you are more aware of that and you start applying it to your life, it's going to help you out tremendously. But maybe at this point you've been blocking those energies and that, I guess, flow of things. So it's time to open up your skills, open up your insight, open up your intuition, and start using that instead of trying to push it aside. Because all it's doing when you push it aside is it's only keeping you stuck and it's hurting you, okay? The next card that you have, just for the overall, is Reflections. So this card is talking about, obviously, you're reflecting on things from the past. Maybe, like the first card, La Serena, you're sitting there focused on what's happened in the past, what's happened, and you're not living in the present moment. You're not focusing on the future. You're stuck in the past. And it's saying to you, what you contemplate can actualize. So whatever you're trying to bring in, whatever you're wanting to have in your life, whatever you're trying to smooth out and get past, you can bring that into being. You just have to start using your skills and the things that have been provided to you, the tools that have been provided to you. You have to believe in yourself because you are the master of your own destiny. The next card that you have after that, guys, is Wave of Power. So this card is talking about a surge of power, upswing in energy, exhilarating movement. So this is saying that once you let go of all these barriers and all these blocks that have kept you stuck and kept you where you were scared to move forward, or you just focused on things you shouldn't have been focused on, you're going to have like a easy peasy life. Things are going to get so much better and you're just going to be blown away at the progress that you make in your life due to that. The next card after that is Telepathy. So telepathy It's speaking about being able to know things in your mind without somebody actually telling you. It says nonverbal communication, energetic pulses, and mind reading. Like I said, you're able to know things in your mind. That's your intuition, your third eye. You're able to see things. Water signs are very intuitive. They have psychic abilities in most cases, or they have a really strong intuition that guides them. And if they're blocking that intuition and they're blocking that gift that they have, then it can make your life very difficult. Because sometimes as water signs, we can be our own worst enemies at times, especially when we got caught up and thinking on things and feelings and all this stuff. Sometimes it's best just to let things flow. Stop forcing things, stop focusing on the negative, try to live in the moment and appreciate it for what it is. After that, you have experiments, but it's in the reverse, guys. So this card is talking about manipulation of nature, forcing change, cruelty in the pursuit of knowledge, and arrogance. So it was in the reverse. So what this card is talking about in the reverse is maybe because somebody hurt you or a situation was not good, you are like taken into your own hands to be manipulative or to be controlling or to be kind of possessive, or maybe you're not reacting to it out of love, out of light. You're reacting to it out of disgust and negative feelings. You're not doing what you need to do as far as like honoring the feeling and then releasing it. You're holding on to it and you're letting that fuel where you have been or where you're going, which is a very unhealthy and not good thing to do because it can cause you a lot of bad things in the long run, guys. So that's something that you're going to want to get rid of. That's something that you're going to want to release. The next card that you have is Sanctuary. So Sanctuary is talking about privacy, personal space, respected boundaries, and taboos. So maybe something has happened and, you're reflecting on it and you're not honoring your own gifts, your own talents, your own abilities. And you're sitting there and you're reflecting and you're trying to figure out which way you want to go, but you keep getting stuck back into the past. You're going to have to let that go. Once you let it go, you'll have that flow come in. You'll be able to know just within yourself which way to move, how to react, how to go in a situation, okay? From there, though, you got to make sure that you're reacting out of light, out of love, because if you react out of a negative standpoint, then you're going to bring more negative into your life. Sometimes people do some really fucked up shit to people. Sometimes jobs really mess people over, don't pay you, whatever the hell's going on, okay? Keep that in mind. That is something they did. You can't change that. But what you can do is change how you react to it, how you move forward from that moment, how you treat yourself. If something isn't setting well with you, if something is not right, if something is bothering you, then let it go, talk it through with the person and try to mend it or move on, man. You got to figure out what's best for you at this time. So with the Sanctuary card, it's talking about going within, being able to relax and step outside of a situation to gather yourself and to gather your resources and your mind and thoughts and love and passion and all that together to figure out which way you're going to move next. Okay. So now at this point, guys, what I'm going to do, because I gave you my intuitive take on this, I am going to read from the books what the actual meanings of these cards are, just to give you a more wide variety that hopefully will help you with the situation. Okay. So for La Serena, which was the first card that we had for the overall energy of the month. Bear with me, guys. So it says, she stands for, do not get dizzy with the songs of the mermaid. Remember to honor loved ones in your past, but do not get swallowed up in memories. Do not forget to live in the present and plan for the future, or you will be doomed to live in the shadows of others. Bear in mind that the past shines brighter in your memories than reality ever can. Do not be deceived with falsely remembering what has come before. The saying, the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence, applies to this time as well as space. Remain grounded in your present, not mirrored in the past or intoxicated with what could have been. A life lived fully in the present with a healthy reverence for the past and an optimistic eye on the future is the best balance. Do not let the mermaid of remembrance beguile you. So it's saying to you guys, you need to make sure that you're being grounded, that you're not like getting wrapped up into shit that's not serving you, that you're not like repeating these cycles over and over again because you don't know how to react to something and it hurts you and you're trying to figure out, well, what could I have done? You can't change the past. All you can do is move forward and move into your future with positivity to know that you're about to change things, okay? And I apologize, guys, if you see this. This is my cat, Kenai. He likes to sit with me when I do readings sometimes, so this is Mr. Kenai. Anyways, the next card that we have, guys, was the Arcamboldo Mermaid, but she was in the reverse. So with her being in the reverse, guys, bear with me. It's saying that she stands for make integrated use of your gifts. You have so many positive qualities, but lately you've been neglecting some of them. If you combine your talents and your abilities, even if they do not seem connected, you will become more dynamic as a person. So it's saying that, like, you know, maybe you're just not honoring yourself. You're not honoring your abilities. You're not honoring how smart you are or how handsome you are or beautiful or, you know, the things that you know or the experiences that you've had. You are better than what you're portraying yourself as. You need to take back your power. You need to believe in yourself. Don't let anybody tear you down to the point that you don't see who you truly are. And I know this is a hard thing to do because I've done it myself. I've let people try to tell me I'm this, I'm that. I'm never going to be this. I'm never going to do this. Whatever. Fuck those people. They don't deserve a say-so. This is your energy. This is you. This is your life. You do what you want to do. What makes you happy? What makes you feel passion? What makes you loved? What you can do to help others? Things like that. And people that are negative, that try to keep you from like seeing your potential, they're not worth keeping around. Either they're jealous or they want to keep you stuck so they can manipulate you to do what they want you to do, which is very unfair because people do that. Okay, guys, so for the overall, we had reflections was the next card. Bear with me. So when this card pops up, it's saying what you contemplate can actualize. It says, choose to not act at this time, but to stay still, to go deep within and to observe until you feel you have greater understanding. Reflect upon what has led you to this place in this moment of choice, and reflect upon how you would like to see the now become and the future unfold. Reflect, reflect, reflect. Do not act for now. Seek to understand your own self, not to judge the acts of others. For a time, put aside frantic action. There may be a panic kind of urge to do something now before it is too late. However, it is best at this time to stay still. Others may be urging you into action, and there may be a sense of being driven up in circumstances and having no choice, being dragged along by the surge of the current, the tide of opinion. Take the time to reflect, to understand each day. This is necessary, or else we become as automatons, reacting out of habit, not choosing responses out of wisdom. Do the latter now. So it's time to just chill and try to think about how you're going to move forward from this. Don't go back to the past. You can't keep going back because you're never going to get unstuck. You're never going to be able to move forward until you take back the action and you start doing that, okay? The next card that you have after that is the Wave of Power. And that card is for a surge of power, upswing in energy, accelerating movement. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to find the page in here. And I'm going to show you that card again. Okay. So it says, it is time for you to seek out and optimize the power of natural cycles. As a great wave of power is gathering, and instead of being a voyager as it passes by, watching and observing as you have so often done, you can now catch this wave and rise up high and find yourself traveling and moving at a great pace through the many changes you have long sought to make. This is a time of triumph, of harnessing and directing, of asserting your will and knowing what it is you want. The power is gathering. It will soon be here. Decide now what it is that you want, for you can move in the direction of your dreams and succeed in this amazing and will be an impressive time. Rise up, because you too have the power and you too are part of this great cycle. It is a glorious time to participate and be at the forefront. Feel the force within you match the power that approaches you. Together, when fused, there can be a great time of progress and magic. So with you sitting and you figuring out how you're going to move forward, you're going to be able to gather your energy, your resources, your power, your abilities to be able to move and catapult yourself forward in this situation. The next card that you have after that, guys, is telepathy. And telepathy stands for nonverbal communication, energetic pulses, and mind reading. So here is that card again, guys. All right. And it says, if you receive this card, you may be one of the people who feel lost when it comes to words, or less open to have conversations as they seem to never express what it is you deeply feel. You prefer to let your energy shine through and speak for you. I'm sorry, guys. Many people are labeled with medical terminology if they are silent, when in fact they are constantly communicating just in ways that are advanced, subtle, and yet ancient. They are open-energied and they communicate effectively and are in harmonious attunement with animals, plants, crystals, and song, more so than any conversation and the jousting competitive turn much of that we can take. I don't know, much of that we can take. I don't know what the hell that's saying. I'm sorry, guys. That's kind of weird. It says, you may also find yourself connecting telepathically with memories stored in crystals, trees, and sacred sites. You too can connect with your telepathy and true wisdom by connecting with these sacred spaces, crystals, and trees. Huge bodies of water, like the Pacific, are brimming with energies and memories, and you are one who can read them and one who can speak the language of energy. So, this is going to sound kind of whacked out to some people, but what it's saying to you is that you can draw upon this energy and these resources, these past, ancestors, things like that, to be able to help yourself, to be able to give you the knowledge that you need, to give you the healing that you need, the medicine that you need, to be able to do what is needed at this time to get rid of that past, to get rid of you focusing on the past. The power is yours. It's up to you what you do. You have abilities, you're just sitting on them and you're waiting. And then once that builds up, you need to make sure that once all this energy and momentum builds up, that you move fast into the direction that you know that you want to go. Then the next card that you have is experiments, and it was in the reverse, guys. And this card stands for manipulation of nature, forcing change, cruelty in the pursuit of knowledge, and arrogance. So this card, since it was in the reverse, it's going to be a little bit different than it would normally be. It says, believing that experiments on animals and cosmetic surgery, genetic manipulation, and refusing to age are all good things, acceptable things. Cruel choices with no thought to how they take place, though. Not understanding that luxury can come about due to the power excess and enslavement of other beings, including the elementals, the merfolk, the oceans, the sea creatures, the animals and labs, and the people who have lost their sense of rightness in the world. Have you forgotten who you are? Are you concerned with what is not important? Have you forgotten kindness? Think for a moment of the overfished seas, the pain of the whales as they are hunted, the pollution pouring into the ocean, the fishing lines wrapped around the dolphin's torso, the net pulling down the shark, the plastic bag choking the turtle, the kelp beds destroyed, and the dugongs crying out, so hungry. This is due to our arrogance, to our belief that we have infinite time, and as humans, we can solve anything through more of the same that has caused the same problem. Say no to experimenting on animals, on yourself, and believe us, you too are one of the animals. Come back to holistic and ethical medicine. Be whole and centered in your nature. Know you are worthwhile. Let no one rob you of your natural dignity and convince you that you must be changed. Okay, guys, I was just saying that to you. So whoever the fuck is trying to tell you that you're not good enough or making you feel that you're not good enough, they're not worth keeping around. You know authentically who you are. You know what's important to you, what means something to you. So don't let whoever this is, whatever this is, whether it be a job, a situation, whatever the case may be, don't let it beat you down. You have these gifts. You have this ability to move forward. But what it's doing right now is keeping you stuck and keeping you where you are, because he or she, whoever, or they want you to be stuck. They want you to go the negative route so they can manipulate the situation or manipulate you. And they're not keeping your best interest in mind, whatever this is, okay? The last card for the final outcome that you have for this month is Sanctuary, and it stands for privacy, personal space, respected boundaries, and taboos. So that is this card, guys. And what it says for you, bear with me. Okay, cramped quarters, shared bathroom, little privacy. Someone is not respecting you while at your most private moments. Your boundaries must be studied, redrawn, and then patrolled by you. Personal space feels either disrespected or as though it's diminishing. It is time for some space to be off limits to others and only available to you at certain times. This respect will benefit everyone. Reverence for your personal space will flow through to respect for their own needs. Therefore, balance and the mutual harmony can be achieved and maintained, creating a flourishing, healthy relationship. So whatever's going on, you're going to have to take back some power, and you're going to have to tell them, look, I need space. I need to do this for me, and you can go do that while I'm doing this. Because it's like whatever it is sucking your energy dry, and it's sucking you dry to the point that you're feeling overwhelmed, that you're doubting yourself, you're doubting your abilities, you're focusing on the past, you're not able to move forward because you're so stuck in the past. Let it go. Whatever is not serving you, whatever is hindering you, whatever is hurting you, it's not worth it. One thing that I would like to say to you, and I don't say it all that often to everybody, but is we have one life to live. Do you want to live a good life, or do you want to live a life where you're constantly depressed and stuck in situations that aren't going to serve you? It's your choice. So make the best choice. Serve yourself. Serve those that you love. But those that don't love you, that manipulate you, use you, and put you in these situations, it's time to distance yourself from them. So guys, I hope that this resonated with you. Again, this is for the month of February 2019. It was a general read. Please keep in mind, if it doesn't resonate, please check your sun, moon, and rising signs. If you would like to contact me to set up a personal reading, please do so on here, or you can contact me on my Facebook page, The Nomadic Owl Oracle. I hope that you guys all have a great February as best as possible, that you get past all this shit, and that you take back your power to make yourself and see yourself as what you truly are. In the meantime, thank you for checking out my second month, and I hope you have a great month. Bye.